What's up everyone, Cat here, back with another Dark and Darker video, and as always I'm playing as a ranger, but this time on the Goblin Cave. I'm using a budget damage build and I'll be highlighting all of the stats on the screen, so if you're interested in those, you should pause the video right now. I was trying to farm some gold so I could buy high tier gear, and I ended up running into a lot of PvP action, but without further ado, let's get straight into it. I get a really good spawn here, right next to the jewelry shelves, which can spawn some high tier valuables, so I just start clearing some of the goblins above. I know there's a mummy spawn right in front of me, and I really don't want to get stuck between them. I get a decent dagger from this goblin, nothing special, but it will probably sell for some gold later on. I get my arrows back and I place a trap right here because I know there's a very close spawn to my left and I don't want any players backstabbing me while I'm dealing with the archers and mage goblin below. I'm a bit paranoid, so just to be sure, I do a quick check and it seems no one spawned here, so I just move on. As I'm going down though, I notice one of the archers aggroed on a player, so this trap might still be useful in the future. I see him shooting arrows, but before I can engage, I clear out the archers because they can do a lot of damage. And I even get enough time to loot here, but didn't notice there was still another archer on my right, and he almost impales my head. That could have drastically turned the tides of the fight I'm about to have with this ranger here. We start poking at each other and I miss a lot of my first arrows, but right now, I'm just trying to understand what type of gear this guy has, so I kinda want him to hit me at least once. And there we go, he hits me once, does minimal damage, and I get my confirmation that this guy is not packing at all. I pop a health potion, he pushes, misses everything, and I get a bit bold and go for a shield potion right in front of him. He tries to back up, but it's too late now, buddy. I hit him with a 3-shot and he goes down pretty fast. I noticed a sneaky rogue on that door, waiting for opportunity to strike, but things do not go his way. He tries to pop a shield potion, but I get a hit on him. He goes invisible, but another hit will bring him back from the shadow realm, and just another shot will send this poor soul back to the lobby. And now I rejoice on the spoils of war, but sadly, none of them had any good loot for me. The rogue looked like he was packing, but on a closer inspection, the dude was actually grayer than Gandalf. I set another trap here because I still intend on going to the lower level to get my sweet jewelry, but if I'm ambushed there, I can still run to this trap to buy me some time and maybe even get another kill. But as I make my way down, I run into yet another rogue. Dudes were worse than a virus this playtest, man. He closes the door on me, but I didn't want him sneaking behind me, so I pop another shield potion and I push, but just like any other rogue, he disappears out of thin air. I shoot the wall here just to check if he was invisible, waiting to get the jump on me, but since I can't see him anymore, I decide to just go for that sweet goblin loot. I noticed that the archers are not next to the mage goblin here, which could mean there's another player close by, so I keep my guard up. The vanishing rogue heard me shoot, so he probably thought it was safe to push, but he ended up paying for that mistake with his life. He gets hit 3 times and back to the lobby that man goes. He actually had some goodies for me, nothing crazy, but way better than the other 2 guys had. I loot up my winnings and I finally get to loot my favorite shelves on the Goblin Cave. But not for long though, because yet another rogue is trying to sink his dirty little claws on my back. He also closes the door on me on classic rogue fashion, probably waiting for me to push into him, but I got no time to deal with him because a new fighter has just joined the round. I think he got a bit confused and thought he was a rogue too because he tries to avoid my shots by jumping, but unfortunately for him, he's a fighter and fighters cannot double jump. And another soul is taken, this poor man. He actually had some decent gear, so if he hadn't been so scared and hit me like 3 times with his sword, I would probably be dead because I'm squishy and I totally overpushed into him. I hear the rogue I saw earlier behind here, so I opened the door just to try and get some shots off of him, but to my surprise, one hit will be enough to end this man's whole career. Looking back, he probably got hit on the wall trap just like me. He also didn't have any good loot for me, but I took his gold, made my way back to the shelves, and finally I was able to loot them in peace. I take this protection shrine because the zone is closing and I know I still have to find a portal, could still run into players or have to fight some mobs on the way. I hear a portal spawning in the distance and at this point I'm kinda shaky looking for it because I really just wanted to get out of there. I end up stepping on the trap I placed here on the beginning of the game. Such a classic ranger move to forget where they place traps. Luckily for me, I still had protection and was almost full HP. The fear of the dark starts taking over and I get hit with 2 wall traps and do a full circle back to the shelf, still looking for that portal. At this point, I'm not finding any portals, so I start to panic, thinking I might get consumed by the dark and make some horrible decisions, which could have gotten me killed, but luck was on my side this time, and I get a portal spawn right in front of me. I'm a little greedy loot goblin, so before I leave, I get more shiny things to fill up the inventory, and finally, not wanting to get my portal stolen, I'm out of there. Hello everyone, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and don't forget to comment your best tips for Dark and Darker. But that's all for me now, take care.